All right, so today we're diving into something pretty trendy.
Yeah.
It's all over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
This whole like manifestation thing.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this?
Oh, yeah. Lots of buzz around it.
Especially this 369 manifestation method.
Yeah. Definitely intriguing.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So basically you write down what you want,
Right.
like a certain number of times each day,
Yeah. And it supposedly,
and poof.
makes it happen.
Yeah, that's like magic.
Right.
Like write it down and it comes true.
Exactly.
So we're going to take a deep dive into this whole thing.
Sounds good.
See if there's anything to it.
Yeah. Is it just hype or is there something more there?
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm curious too.
So for this deep dive, we're looking at this podcast episode.
Okay.
It's called The 369 Manifestation Method Explained.
Very straightforward.
Yeah, very to the point.
Yeah.
So basically, they break it down like this.
Okay.
You write down your desire 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times before bed.
3, 6, 9.
Yeah, why those numbers?
Right. Like it
Is there something special about them?
Yeah. Some kind of numerology thing going on.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
I mean, those numbers pop up in a lot of different places.
That's true.
Like in, I think Tesla was obsessed with them.
Oh, yeah, he was all about those numbers.
Yeah, and in numerology, each number has a specific meaning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so maybe those meanings are tied to this method somehow.
Interesting.
Like maybe the 3 represents something,
Okay.
and the 6 something else, and the 9 something else.
Okay.
And they all work together
To like make the magic happen.
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
But then again, maybe it's
Just random.
yeah, just to make it sound more mysterious.
Yeah, that could be it too.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe.
Anyway, you write down your desire those number of times.
Right.
But the podcast also stresses that it has to be phrased as an affirmation.
Oh, yeah.
So like, I am grateful for my thriving business.
Right, not, I want a successful business.
Exactly.
It's all about the present tense.
So is that like just semantics?
I don't think so.
Or is there something more to it?
I think it's about mindset.
Okay.
Like when you say, I am grateful,
Yeah.
you're already putting yourself in that state of gratitude.
Like you already have it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that can be really powerful.
So it's about tricking your mind into believing.
Well, I wouldn't say tricking. It's more like training.
Training.
Yeah, training your mind to focus on the positive.
Got it.
And when you do that,
Yeah.
you start to see more possibilities.
Okay.
You start to believe that what you want is actually achievable.
I see.
And that belief can lead to action.
Right. So your thoughts influence your actions.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then your actions can lead to results.
That makes sense.
So it all starts with your thought.
And this is all tied to this law of attraction, right?
Yes, exactly.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Sure. So the law of attraction basically says that like attracts, like, so if you focus on positive thoughts,
Yeah.
you'll attract more positive things into your life.
Interesting.
And the same goes for negative thoughts.
Okay.
If you're always dwelling on the negative,
Right.
you're more likely to experience negative things.
Makes sense.
So the key is to cultivate a positive mindset.
And that's where the 369 method comes in.
Exactly.
By writing down your desires as affirmations, you're essentially focusing on the positive.
Right. And feeling the emotion of already having it.
Yeah, like you said earlier,
Yeah.
the feeling of gratitude.
Exactly.
So the Source podcast suggests trying this method for at least 21 days.
Okay.
That's interesting because
Yeah.
they say it takes about 21 days to form a new habit.
Right.
Do you think there's a connection there?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's intentional.
Right.
Like they want you to make this a habit.
Right. So it becomes part of your daily routine.
Exactly.
So what's the takeaway for our listeners?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a guarantee.
Right.
Like just writing something down won't magically make it happen.
Yeah, it's not a magic spell.
No,
Yeah.
but I think it can be a useful tool
Okay.
for shifting your mindset
Okay.
and focusing on what you want.
Right.
And when you do that,
Yeah.
you open yourself up to new possibilities.
So it's worth a try.
Yeah, I think so.
Even if it doesn't work exactly as advertised,
Right.
it could still have some positive effects.
Yeah, like increased gratitude and focus.
Exactly.
And who knows, maybe it will help you manifest your desires.
Maybe.
It's definitely worth experimenting with.
That's a great point.
Yeah, try it out and see what happens.
And pay attention to how it makes you feel.
Exactly. Your feelings are a good indicator
Okay.
of whether it's working for you.
This has been really insightful.
Glad to hear it.
It's made me think about manifestation in a whole new way.
Yeah, it's definitely a fascinating topic
It is.
with a lot of potential.
All right, so for our listeners out there,
Yeah.
I want you to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Could the 369 method
Yeah.
actually rewire your brain
Interesting.
to make you more likely to achieve your goals?
That's a good question.
Like by consistently focusing on what you want
Yeah.
and feeling the emotions associated with it,
Right.
could that actually create new neural pathways
Hmm.
that lead to different actions
That's a thought-provoking idea.
and ultimately different outcomes?
Yeah, I like that.
Food for thought.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
Until next time.
See you then.